Right now at 4, the mayor offering a reprieve for thousands of migrants living in Chicago, days before they were set to be evicted from some of the city's shelters.
CBS 2's Sabrina Francis is live outside City Hall, where moments ago the mayor unveiled the new policy changes. Sabrina?
Migrants will now have an extended period of time where they will be able to stay inside shelters. It is still cold in the city of Chicago as winter continues. This follows the lead of other cities across the country that have done something similar. He just announced this moments ago at a press conference that is still going on. Take a listen to some of that.
Our plan for temporary emergency shelter was never meant as a long-term housing solution. But we want to give every person and every single family that has come to our city enough time to process their work authorization, find housing, start a new life in our great city. So we have made the decision to extend the shelter stay policy based on original exit dates from mid-January through the end of March.
Now, this means a 60-day extension for those who arrived into the city of Chicago, into the shelter system between the dates of January 16th and February 29th. And if they arrived between March 1st and 28th, that means a 30-day extension. Anyone who arrives into one of the city's shelter gets an extension, or gets the original 30-day notice as soon as they enter that shelter. Again, the mayor making nods to both New York and Denver, two other cities who have received thousands of asylum seekers, migrants bust from Texas. He referenced their temporary housing deadlines. And as you heard, he said Chicago is no different because this was supposed to be, quote, he says, a temporary housing solution and not a long-term housing solution. They also announced that they would have an increased presence of medical professionals and that they are now also monitoring any illnesses that have been going on with inside city shelters. We are expecting more information to come out of this press conference as it continues. Mayor is speaking more on the amount of money that the city has allocated to pay for the migrant crisis, $150 million in this year's budget. Right now, he says it's costing $1.5 million a day. So again, the continuing question of how the city is going to pay for this after the first 100 days of this year. We're live outside City Hall. Sabrina Francis, CBS 2 News.